What's up, everybody? So I've been looking for a game to play, and Cardano4Speed actually had their game released August 25th, so I'm going to go through that, give my thoughts on it, and just play a little bit of their demo. So if you'd also like to play this game that I'm about to show you, you can go over to Cardano4Speed.com, scroll down, and find your Mint NFT button, and then use this address to send in your 80 ADA. You will need a car to play the demo. However, if you don't want to spend 80 ADA, you can go over to Cardano4Speed on JPEG Store and purchase one for 33. So this is their beta release, and what they want from this is just for you to test it out. You know, if you find any errors, you can help them out. So if anybody does want to play this game, I'm also going to go through a quick setup because there is a little bit to set up before you can play. First thing you're going to want to do is go to your account. So you're going to go my account, and then you're going to type in your email and your password. If you don't have this, it's because you didn't create an account. So go sign up here, create an account, and then sign in. Once you're signed in, it'll bring you to this page, and then this page you're just going to want to download the Cardano4Speed game. It'll take you maybe 10-15 minutes to download, just depends on your download speed. Before you do anything else, you're going to want to go over to set game password. So it's going to bring you to this page. This page will show you the wallet that is connected, and this wallet needs to be the wallet that has your car in it. So this for me isn't the right wallet, and I want to show you how to deal with that. So I'm going to go up to my NAMI, and I have two NAMIs, so that's why. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go into the wallet that has that car, and then I'm going to go back, and then just click on it again. So we'll click set password, and this is the wallet that I want it to be. So once you have the wallet that you want to use, just go ahead, set your password, hit save changes. Once that's done, then we're going to go and install our game. Alright, so hopefully you know where you downloaded it. Go ahead, find the zip file that it downloaded for you, and then we're going to go ahead and copy that. Then what I did was I went over to the hard drive that I wanted on. I went to new, I created a new folder, and I called it Cardano4Speed. And then all you want to do is go into that folder. So I'm going to go in right here and then extract the zip file into that folder. Alright, so hopefully everybody is this far, and if you are, this might be the first NFT game you're ever playing. So I don't know, that's kind of cool to think about. There's definitely not too many out there, and I know some people are still new in the space. But this is the wallet address and the password that we looked at earlier. Go ahead, fill those out, and then click log in. Alright, so the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try to replicate a bug, and I don't think it's actually going to work, so I'm not sure if it's going to actually pop up in, you know, your guys' gameplay. But what happened, and okay, so it didn't work, and that's good, maybe. But you know, originally what would happen is I would see like the underneath of this level, and I just couldn't play. I couldn't hear any sounds. My car wasn't moving, and I think that was due to not selecting my car. So I'm actually going to stop the gameplay and show you how to select your car if you do experience this bug. Okay, so what I did to fix it was I went over to Marketplace, and then you just select the car that you own. And then once you do that, it kind of just locks it in place to where whenever you go and play a game, it uses this car. Maybe you have to hit save, I'm not entirely sure, but now every time I log in, it uses my car. I also want to mention you might need to go over to the options section and then go over to video and lower your resolution or whatever the graphics are because your computer might not be that great. I'm running a 1080 and it is loud right now. I don't think it's struggling, but it's letting me know that it's putting in work. So the first thing we're actually going to do is go deck out one of these cars. So you can do that by going to the custom body shop or the marketplace. And yeah, you just click on the car that you own just like we did earlier. And it's going to bring us to that body shop. So once you're there, you can click on the color. And you have to click first. It took me a little while to figure this out. Click once, boom. Now the car stops rotating like this. And you can select your color. We're going to go with some neon colors because that's just what we're doing. I like these rims. There's only 5 to choose from. I like these ones right here. And I just go yellow. I like some neon colors. We're going to go to spoiler. They got 3 or 4 of these. I like I think it's this one. This one will go here. And then we got mirrors. However, the car doesn't have any mirrors. I would imagine no mirrors would be more aerodynamic, but I don't think that actually plays into effect at all. So we can choose these mirrors, but once you choose these mirrors, you cannot unchoose these mirrors. So choose your mirrors wisely. We can choose all these different mirrors. I think this looks okay. We'll go over and choose our decal. Now the decal I think is pretty freaking sick. Again, you got to click or else your car's going to keep spinning. But yeah, you can choose one of these, and you know, to my avail, I kept clicking and I was like, why isn't it doing anything? Because you can place it wherever you want to place it, and I think that's pretty cool. So you can literally place it anywhere. It's going to rotate it for you. It's going to tell you where you can put it. I guess right here is something special, so for whatever reason it overrides the decal. But yeah, you can place the decal or wherever you want. And you can also press and hold it, get to the other side. I don't know why it's not placing. So honestly, I don't know what's happening. I used the mouse wheel though. I found out that that does resize the decals, so you can actually make these pretty big. But I can't click any more decals, add any more decals, and this decal I can no longer move. I've tried different things. I'm not really sure. So something else I also just tried is to go back and then to go back to the decal to see if this would change anything, but it doesn't. I still can't move this. I still can't add. But it's all good. We're in beta. We're keeping it moving. And we're going to go check out the neon light. But the neon light isn't working. I would imagine the neon light would be something underneath the car, like maybe some like underglow or something like that. But I don't see anything. But maybe we do see it in the race. So I'm going to try to pick something that's going to stand out. And I'm going to go with blue. I think blue with the yellow and green is going to stick out like a sore thumb if it is any sort of like underglow. I'm also not sure if I need to hit save. But we're going to go and hit save. And now we'll go back to the main menu and we'll go pick a race and see if our car has any sort of like cool underglow or anything. All right, so I just entered a race and my car was all black. And then I went back to customize the car to see if any of it saved, and apparently none of it saved. So we're back. I'm going to try to put everything back like it was real quick. Hit save again. I just want to do it quicker this time to see if it saves. I'm not sure why it didn't save, so no big deal. It doesn't take too long. All right, so weird things are happening with the decals. First up, now it's letting me add 3, but it's not letting me add other decals. Now, as of course I'm trying to record and show you this, I also can't add anymore, but I just could, I swear, so I don't know what's going on with that. And also, in order to place them, it took me a while to figure this out, but you have to left click and right click at the same time. But all right, we're gonna finish this up. We did the neon lights and we hit save. I'm spamming save this time. I'm waiting a few seconds this time. I'm gonna go to main menu. Let's see if we get into a match with the car that we just saved. And let's go to play. We'll go to free to play. We'll pick the snow track this time, see if anything's different, and let's see if we get a green car. Okay, so we finally got a green car. I think maybe I didn't click save and wait long enough, or maybe spamming save helped, or maybe going through it quicker this time helped. Not sure, but we do have our car. Okay, so this map is hard. I have flipped this car many, many times. I'm gonna go through it slowly, and I'm just gonna talk about my first impressions. Just like nitpicky things that maybe are on purpose, maybe aren't, I'm not sure. But first up, it's only A or WASD, which is fine. You know, there's going to be controller support later. I've spoken to them about this, so that's cool to see. This map in particular is icy, so when you steer, you kind of slide a little bit. It makes it much harder when you're trying to go full speed. So I'm not even holding W right now. I'm just kind of letting my car glide, and I'm trying to stay in between the lines because I'm going to crash. And but W takes a bit to start up, and then when you try to turn, it's very sharp when you use the A and D keys. So I'm going to go through probably every single map and just talk about it. This map, I just ran through it the first time and I got destroyed. You need to stay on the concrete, which I didn't even know there was a difference of concrete and not concrete until the first, you know, go around. And I also noticed that I definitely need to use my brakes. Okay, much better, much better. Okay, so the steering on this is not like the icy one at all. You do not steer on a dime. You don't slide really either. You just don't turn. And I went the left way the first time, so I'm going the right way just to see. I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, so it's a little ramp. Okay, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, and it brings me out straighter, so that's probably faster. Maybe. Crap. Okay, I'm on it. If you fall off, it's really hard to get back onto the track, so you really don't want to fall off. I'm making it look not too bad right now, I promise you. This is a million times better than the first lap. All right, so now checking out the forest map. This map is super simple. It just goes straight, but if you start turning at all, you start kind of power sliding around, and there's these kind of like obstacles on the left and right of you, and if you even touch them a little bit, your car just flips out. And for whatever reason, I just do that every single time. I haven't had a decent recording once, so we're just going to leave this one. We're just going to keep it in. But yeah, this one's a very kind of boring one, to be honest. It's just a straightaway, but it's still hard. Okay, so now we're on the tunnel, and the tunnel Tunnel's a boring one. I'm not gonna lie. These are back-to-back straightaways. The tunnel is even easier too. There's nothing on the side that you can really hit. Just hold W the entire time. You don't need to steer at all, and you'll get to the end. And, you know, I think they probably meant it to be like this just so you can see kind of how fast the car goes and get a feel for how fast your car goes. And it's also in beta, so stuff like that is just kind of cool to see. Alright, so this is the last map, and I'm testing out driving in reverse. And apparently you go really, really slow in reverse. You do not pick up speed. It seems to be pretty stagnant. But this map is, once again, another straightaway. It doesn't, you know, challenge you at all, but the map is really cool. And I do think now that I've seen so many straightaway maps, and I do know this is their soft beta is what they're calling it, maybe they're just trying to go through some map design ideas and see what everybody likes before they go ahead and make a full map around these. So maybe that's what they're doing. But yeah, you can go and you can see in their Discord, this is their soft beta. So this is the initial release, fixing all bugs and issues and improving the overall user experience. And then they will implement into their beta the transactions, the blockchain technology, and the free-to-play aspects. All right, but here's my initial thoughts on the game, the pros and the cons. The pros, it's amazing that they put together something so quickly and how it works. Most of the things in this game, they work right away. Some of the things that I didn't like when I first started was that the game needed to either be lowered in resolution or I needed to select my car. I believe it was the car since I do have a very good computer. So that wasn't very straightforward, but they did mark it and talk about it on their Discord, so I should have just read the instructions. But regardless, that was fixed very soon. I did hit them up, and their team got back to me very soon, so that was cool. The custom body shop, I'm going to say 99% it works great. I think it's really cool that you can place the decals anywhere. Obviously a color palette wheel or something would be much better than just these basic colors, but that's probably to come later. The rims, you know, obviously more rim styles are going to come, etc. with the customizations. Everything's going to get better. Everything's going to get more. So yeah, just the decaling. I think the UI really needs to be fleshed out here. I don't know how to move them once they're put on, if that's even possible. And I don't know why I can sometimes place a bunch and sometimes I can't place anything. Now, as far as gameplay, and keep in mind, I'm being really nitpicky. These things don't like piss me off or anything. I'm just trying to like help people understand what kind of bothers me and how they can make their game a little bit better from my perspective. Maybe you guys don't agree. That's completely fine. And that's why they have a bunch of people giving feedback, not just one person. But anyways, my feedback is when you press W, it takes forever for the car to start moving forward, like 1 to 2 seconds, which doesn't really feel realistic. As soon as you hit the pedal, those tires should at least be spinning, even if you're not moving forward. And I know that's really nitpicky, but that bothers me. And then A and D to turn left and right. On the snow map, as soon as you turn left or right, you're screwed. Then maybe that's how it's intended because you are on ice. But on the desert track, when you press A or D, you kind of need to hold it because your car doesn't steer hard enough. So I think maybe individual maps need to be balanced. But also, something that I just realized is I've been using a V6 the entire time. Maybe a V12 actually performs better on certain maps. If you guys own any of these cars and have tried out the demo for yourself, let me know if you've had a different experience and if certain tracks are better for you. But this is everything I want to cover on Cardano4Speed. Shoutouts to them for developing their game and getting a game that some of us Cardano users can actually play. But this is where I'm ending it, guys. Get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Till next time, guys. Peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.